Hi there, welcome to the channel. Today we are boarding the Disney Dream and we are going to be staying in a deluxe family Oceanview Verandah concierge. I'm so excited to show you guys this room. Come on, let's check it out. Here's our cards with our sticker, and then our signed assembly station is in. Oh!
I just should have got my nose brand done.
They're so big. All right, guys, so here we are inside of our stateroom. This is room 182. This is a concierge deluxe family ocean view. So coming right into our room, the first thing that you need to do is put your key card in this slot, and then this will allow your lights to turn on. If you don't put your key card in, your lights won't turn on. One hack that you can do is bring an index card, and you can drop an index card in this box and it will also open. So coming up here, we have our split bathroom. So coming into this bathroom, this is going to be your sink and your toilet. It is a step up. You have toilet paper, additional toilet paper, plunger. That is your flush. And then you have your soap, and then you have two shelves. Down here, you have a waste basket, tissues, towel, and then sharps container and sanitary. And then of course you have a mirror. So coming out again, want you guys to see there is definitely a little lip or step there, so be mindful of that. Then if we go into our second room here, I'll show you guys this too. We're actually celebrating a birthday, so we had our room decorated, and we have this magnet happy birthday sign, and all of these decorations we can take with us at the conclusion of our cruise. So here is going to be the second part of our bathroom. We have two bath towels hanging up there, and then we have our shower here, little seat back there. You have your pumps of shampoo, conditioner, and soap. You have your rain, and then your handheld shower head, lotion. Oh, and then they gave us a little French lavender loofah. That's nice. Washcloths, makeup towel, another waste basket, a scale if you want to check your weight with all the food you're eating, additional towels, and then here's going to be our second mirror. So coming out of the bathroom again, we have a little bit of a step there. Oh, and then here, almost missed this, guys, you have a full length mirror in your second bathroom. You're gonna have a wastebasket here, and then looking this way, so we have our two bathrooms, well, I guess our half baths. Over here, we're gonna have our closet. Okay. So up here is where you're going to find your life jackets. Very, very important to make sure that you have the correct life jackets for the individuals in your room. In our room, we have 3 adults, so we're going to need to check to make sure we have that. And if we don't, you just have to ask your stateroom attendant. And here you have hangers, and then you also have a laundry bag if you want to send out for service. And then I'll show you guys, this is the laundry service form. Says it's returned the next day by 5:30. They have same day service also. Put your name, stateroom date, and then I'll just show you guys the prices in case you're looking into this. All right. Making our way down through our closet here, we have our safe, and then we have an additional shelf space here, an additional shelf space down here. In here, you have shoe shine service. That's kind of cool. Here we have more life jackets, and then we also have Disney Cruise Line robes. so you can be fancy. And then those are slippers. There are 3 pairs. There's 3 of us staying in this room, and so they gave us 3 robes. And then we also have a ladder for the bed that actually drops down from the ceiling. So making our way into the main living space of this deluxe studio, I just want to show you guys, deluxe stateroom. Sorry, I'm in DVC mind. As you can see, this is a fairly large room, especially aboard a cruise ship. I don't know if you're like me, but when I first started cruising, I thought the rooms would feel really tight and tiny, but the rooms are actually really spacious. So this is the rest of our decorations for celebrating a birthday. So if you're thinking this is something you would like to do for your loved one as well, all you have to do is go on to the Disney Cruise Line website, log in, or download the Disney Navigator app, and then you can order this prior to your departure for it to be delivered to your room. They can even deliver cupcakes, cakes, all sorts of things. So on either side of our bed here, we're gonna have our lights. We're also gonna have our drawer, shelf space. Coming across to the other side of our bed, same deal, lights, telephone, and then on your phone you can see it says The Dream and then your room number, so if you ever forget your room. And then over there, as you can see, there's some hooks hanging up there, and then there's a nice little portrait of guest waving hello or goodbye to the Disney Dream. So over here we're gonna find, this is what I like to call our entertainment center / desk. So you're gonna find your TV. You're gonna be able to watch Disney Dream TV. So if you have ever stayed at Walt Disney World and Disneyland and you turn on Resort TV, this is pretty much Disney Cruise Line's channel for that. So I would highly recommend, if this is your first cruise, to make sure that you check this channel out. They have all sorts of important procedures for you to know, just like about the emergency drill. So up here, we have some shelf space. This is really nice if you want to bring your own snacks and drinks for your cruise. Down here, we have our beverage fridge, and with Concierge, it already comes stocked. We have Evian bottled water, and then we have Sprite, Coke, and Diet Coke. And then this is really exciting, guys. This is our second Disney cruise, and now we're officially a part of the Castaway Club. So we have this really nice bag, and then we also have these nice luggage tags that Disney Cruise Line left in our room for us, and they left one for each of us for the luggage tags, and we have this really nice bag. This was a really sweet surprise. I was not expecting that. Over here we have 3 drawers, and then they're about a hand high and then about 2 hands long. Over here we have our happy birthday pin. We have our concierge letter. So this lets us know information for the concierge lounge, which is 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. on deck 12 forward. The sun deck option, which is on deck 13 forward, how we can contact our concierge team, and then it even tells us the times for the different food offerings within there. This is also information that if you are a concierge, you get into these shows 40 minutes prior, and you also get complimentary popcorn, and then 24 hours of continuous internet package for concierge guests as well. And here we have a notepad, a letter. We also have this. So if you haven't stayed with Disney Cruise Line before, if you hang this up on the outside of your door at the morning, you can mark off when you would like to have things delivered, and they will deliver continental breakfast items directly to your room, all included with your cruise. I love to start off with fruit and coffee in the morning, and you can still then go down and get breakfast at the buffet or one of the other dining options, but it's nice. Over here, let's see, we have a little postcard, 2 postcards actually. So we may have to send some friends and family some postcards while we're here. And we have a little pen here as well. But isn't this nice, guys? this little book. Very nice, very nice. Here, guys, is where you're gonna have your plugs. So you have a European plug, but then you also have traditional. And then here, these are just operating the different lights. Pretty straightforward. And then here we have a chair. And then here we have our desk. You have your telephone numbers in here, emergency contacts. More drawers, just like we had on the other side. So here we have a hair dryer. And then tips for traveling, how to charge lithium batteries. We have a hot plate or heat plate for hair straighteners, curling irons. This is kind of nice too, guys, soft closure drawers. And over here, you just kind of have a bigger drawer, but lots and lots of storage, as you can see. With our concierge room, we also have some wine glasses and then some juice glasses, and then some additional storage right here as well. And as you can see, a very, very large desk space, plenty of space to put keys, wallets, hats. And I even like how there's so many little touches of Disney. If you look up here, we have little hidden Mickeys around the lights. And we even have a little hidden Mickey here at the door handle. So coming directly off over here, we are actually going to have our beds. So in here, this is a bed. I can't show it to you guys yet because your stateroom host has to put this down for safety reasons, but I am gonna show that to you. And then our second bed is actually right up here from the ceiling. So all you have to do is let your stateroom host know how many beds you're planning on using. And then over here, we have a ottoman. It moves. Inside, you're gonna find your pillows and extra blankets for those additional beds. And then you can keep the ottoman here, or if you want to have it in the main living space. And then here you have your couch. So it's a little bit different. Some of the traditional staterooms had this couch would actually fold down into a bed, but Disney is doing a lot more of these in their newer ships. And then also, as you can see, in the concierge room. And then we have some nice artwork here, very nautical themed. And then we have our wonderful, beautiful balcony. So I'm going to take you guys out there, show you the balcony. Over here, I want to show you, you have your privacy curtain, and then you also have your blackout curtain. Out on our veranda. Very, very nice and spacious. If you are just, so for our balcony, guys, we do have a light up there. So if you want to sit out at night, you have these glass doors, and then you have a chair, a table, and then you also have another chair here. You have the Disney Cruise Line emblem on there. Pardon the backpacks and jackets out here. We put our stuff out here so we could film inside the room for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this room tour. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, consider dropping a thumbs up below and also subscribing so you never miss when I upload. If you're interested in more Disney Dream videos and Disney Cruise content, go ahead and click the playlist at the end of this video. Bye for now.